Happy New Year. All right, everybody, it is December 30th, one day before New Year's Eve, and we've been kind of stockpiling over Christmas in the last week or so. Some cards here. Going to go ahead and cut some of these out. I'm going to try my best to kind of keep the names and everything off of the camera, just for whatever reason. These people don't want their information out there. So we're gonna cut all these open to hopefully make it go faster. I'll kind of go through my thoughts on each of these as we go through them, as far as, you know, what I'm thinking when I get these bad boys. This one has been through the ringer a little bit here, and I think I know what this is. I think this was a giveaway. Let's see, maybe not. Let's see what this is all about. Alright, we have some base cards surrounding the main card here. Some NBA hoops with Scotch tape. That's, I mean, good thing I didn't necessarily want those, I guess. Because, I mean, why even use... whatever. Okay. I mean, there's other ways to do this without Scotch tape. So anyway, here we go. Let's try to get all of this out. But you know, I appreciate the hustle with the plain white envelope and trying to keep everything safe. So I do appreciate that. And it's not like these cards would have been super valuable otherwise, but I mean, really didn't actually hurt him too bad. So, all right, so those are the kind of just filler protection cards. Here's a Future Stars card. That's a second year when they use that Future Stars logo. And here is the main card. Oh, so did not think it was this one, but awesome. So yeah, here we go. This is, you know, obviously, Jerry Judy, Mosaic. You know, I've got, this is a little bit of things to come. There's a lot of rookie wide receivers and running backs coming in this mail day. My plans are... That's a cool card. Yeah, so anyway, my plans are to actually take as many of these as I can. Take as many as I think that will grade relatively well and send them in for grading on 45 day. You know, I think just cards like this, it's a, you know, when Mosaic first came out, the prices on those boxes were just sky high and all the singles and everything else. Then the market got flooded. I think by the time next football season starts, or is getting ready to start, I think a lot of these players, you know, that get a little hype preseason around them, I think their Mosaic cards are going to be great. I think some of these top, you know, first, second round rookies from the last couple, from this past draft class, from the 2020 draft, I think they're going to be really good values. So I tried to pick up several of them, you know, position players that I can get graded on a 45 day. I know I'm not going to get them back until probably July. and just be okay with that. So that is the thought process there. So yeah, if you hear anything outside, kind of some loud banging or whatever, it is, like I said, December 30th. We have people popping fireworks all throughout the neighborhood. So another plain white envelope, another Jerry Judy. So just like the first one. Yeah. So gonna look those over pretty well. Hopefully grade both of them. I think that, like I said, I just think that's a cool card. Mostly staying away from Mosaic because I don't necessarily trust it long term. But I couldn't pass up the value on that. You know, the red-orange refractor or the red-orange parallel with the orange uniform. I just think that pops pretty well for that Broncos card. So anyway, so here we go. Like I was saying, you can kind of get a sneak preview of what is coming with that, with the back of that card there. And I'm not sure what's going on here on the first card, so let's check this out, see what that is. Bench warmer. Tally Chanel. I don't know what these are. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's just actresses and stuff like that, model, actress, whatever. But yeah, I think that this is I think this is, so Married with Children, that was the daughter on that show. Teresa St. Clair. Anyway, so bench warmers. So somebody has a ton of these cards and they're just putting them in with as their kind of filler cards. That's hilarious. Okay, bench warmers. So if anybody's interested in these, drop a comment, let me know. We'll figure something out there. But this is, you know, the main event. Numbered 152 out of 243, or I'm sorry, 249. I don't know why it'd be 243. So 249. Kind of a high print run on these, 249. But it is a numbered card, and again, just the color matching to the uniform. It's a little off-centered, not terribly, but definitely, you know, left to right off-centered. Definitely favoring the left side. You can kind of tell, but we'll take a look at that and see if there's any surface damage. That may be good enough to send into PSA, assuming that the corners are good and that the surface looks good. I'm not sure that that would be too egregious for PSA. I think that'd probably be within their range. I think 60-40 is what they kind of steer towards to get. They don't like to do anything more than 60-40. I think it's 60-40. I could be off, but I believe that's, I think they put that on their website too. So all right, so here's the next package of cards. Got some Bowman. Okay, so yeah, definitely know what these are. These are all Cameron Johnson, just bulk Cameron Johnson. You know, got a lot of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cameron Johnson Prizm basketball. Just thought these were going for way too cheap. I've got one already, so now we've got 6. Yeah, so not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with these. I like the Suns this year. I think they're probably looking towards a postseason bid for sure. Yeah, so I don't know, I'll probably try to sell some of those and then take my profit off the table, and that way I'm just holding house money there. Maybe even put them on Star Stock, so that's also a thought there. I had a couple of Star Stock earlier that sold, and I did pretty well on those. So yeah, may do that with a couple of those as well to spread it out a little bit, so it's not just putting it all on eBay. I do like Star Stock a lot, so this is cool. Threw in an extra top loader to help secure this one. So this is another one I had on Star Stock. I bought and sold within like 2 days of each other because I was gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer, but needed some money freed up on Star Stock for some other investments. But so I did make money. Made like I think $1.50 or something like that on the flip. But this guy, so don't know a ton about him. Just kind of looking into analytical type data and stats, and that's kind of how I made the call there. So next up we got this, and then 2 more after this one. Still waiting on several others as well, but couldn't hold it anymore. Had to start ribbing these guys. They've been stacking up in here for a couple of days. Had a nice little note there as a thank you. Good packaging here.
Let's go on.
Material to wrap up other cards with. So all right, so here is, oh man, not more scotch tape. Spoke too soon about this being wrapped so well. What is going on here? Golly. All right, so outside of the scotch tape on the top loader, this is awesome. I've made my thoughts pretty well known on scotch tape just in general, but you can use it as a last resort on some stuff. Just don't put it on the top loader. Gums it all up. It's harder to take the card in and out. Not just that, you're ruining the top loader, but you're also risking the chance that I'm going to ruin the card trying to get it out of said top loader. But hey, you got here safe, and that's his main job. So here we go. Another Clyde Edwards-helaire. So this one looks pretty good, centered left to right, but definitely off top to bottom, like really bad off. I don't even know if I can send this in. Boy, I don't know how I didn't catch that. But pretty cool orange disco Clyde card there. And so yeah, we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do there. I'll probably still send it. You can kind of tell those top borders. I mean, you can tell without the other card to compare it to. So yeah, this is obviously just the orange parallel. This is the orange disco. Or the orange no huddle. But as you can tell, big fan of Clyde this year. I think he had a pretty good year. He got a lot of heat for not playing as well, but he did pretty well considering he was on a team that passes like 75% of the time. And yeah, so I think, being on the same field as Patrick Mahomes and being the main running back on that team, pretty good for business. So I'd like to get a couple of those in slabs, even if they end up being 9s. Hopefully they're not 8s, but all right. So here is another running back that I'd like to get graded. So it looks pretty good on the centering. So this one was interesting. I couldn't tell for sure what the parallel was online. It looked, I think he even had it listed as a blue wave, but it didn't look like a blue wave. And so I was just trying to determine what it actually was. The picture wasn't the best, and there was no picture of the back. So I kind of took a flyer thinking this might be a numbered card. It's not, but I figured it was worth a shot. And even if it's not, which obviously it's not, it's a really awesome card. It's got the blue to match the uni, and Jonathan Taylor is just, he really had a bad start to the year and a slow start. But Marlon Mack going out at the beginning of the year, they're not going to retain Marlon Mack, so it's going to be him and Nyheim Hines. I think is the only one that's under contract in Indy. Don't know who his quarterback's going to be. Is it going to be Phillip Rivers again? Are they going to go into free agency and get, you know, Darnold or Wentz or something like that? I don't know, but I mean, the Indy line is just so good, and he's such a good running back. He had several good games to end the year, and just looking forward to that. I think that's a slam dunk of a buy. And then I know what this is. This is going to switch sports once again. So we've done football. We've done basketball. What we have not done yet, check this wrapping out. What we haven't looked at yet was baseball. That is until now. So, was trying to get some nice Brandon Lau cards. Was not happy to hear when Blake Snell got traded to the Padres, because I think he's a big part of why that Rays team did so well. But 3 Topps Chrome rookie cards for Brandon Lau. So we'll take a look at these a little bit more closely, but I'm planning on grading these 3, sending them into PSA. May send these 20-day. Actually, maybe not, since if I send it 45-day, I can keep the cost down a little bit more, especially if I send all 3 of them. I don't know that I'll necessarily need to or want to sell them before the All-Star break for baseball. But if I get them back in July, still time for the end of the year run. If he's making a play at probably not the MVP or anything like that, but like he could be having a great year. The Rays could still be having a good year. I don't think he's gonna be having a bad year. So worst case scenario, they stay the same. I mean, what's the difference between leading up to the year and going out? So I think I've talked myself into it right here, sending them 45 days. So sending those 3, sending probably all of these, assuming that everything looks good on them. And I've got probably 5 or 6 other cards that have yet to come in, just because USPS is super backed up and slow and everything else. Actually, it's probably more than 5 cards. It's probably closer to 10 that I'm waiting on. As far as basketball, can't send those to PSA right now, not with the season in full force. They were just too hot, so we'll hang on to these, potentially send them in to Star Stock, or just hang on to them and put them on eBay whenever I'm kind of ready to cash out. But they'll probably be, this year flip, maybe after the All-Star break, sometime like, February, March or something like that, to get these out. But that's the 3 sports. That's the plans for those 3 sports. Got some more football coming in, so I'll wait until they come in. I've got some T. Higgins, more Jerry Jeudy, and I think I might have one CD Lamb coming in as well, and maybe another Clyde. But yeah, so that's the plans there, and hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. What would you do? Would you send these all 45 days? Would you send any sooner than that? Would you not send these to PSA? Yeah, let me know. What do you think about these investments, and what do you think that we should do with them? What about basketball? Is anybody sending basketball in to be graded now? Is anybody getting them back now? Generally like to get basketball back. I've actually got a PSA submission that I'll be getting back next month, and it has some basketball in it, as well as baseball and some other stuff as well. So yeah, thanks for checking it out. Here's the loot, the booty, if you will. Hope you all have a happy new year. Let's hopefully have a better 2021 than a 2020. I would say it can't be worse, but I don't want to find out what worse would be. But yeah, I think better things are in store for everybody in 2021, including the card market. So thanks for sticking with us. And like I said, if you like the card content that's coming out, smash that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see, what you want to hear. If you have any particular requests on videos that you'd like to see, be happy to make those videos. All right, till next time.